Good day, Minecraftians. Purple Mentat here, bringing you episode 25 of my Agrarian Skies Hardcore Quest Let's Play. This game pack by Jadedcat is available on the Feed the Beast launcher. Farms are running good. Sheep are naked but happy. Cows and pigs are cramped and unhappy. Chicken is, at the moment, not panicking. Sewage is up to 93%. I spent some time working over there on my temple, as I have now converted it over from what used to be a warehouse full of barrels. It's going to be my magic room moving forward. If I come over here, I can show you some of what I've done with it. I have an elevator kind of hidden in here, and this big old stairway to nowhere. This is going to be where my blood altar sits, and I want it way up here because I'm going to need to upgrade that thing as time goes on. Inside, I've just made a, big old square room with some illuminators, and I'll show you how those are made right now. I love those illuminators. They output more light than torches, and I think they just look a lot fancier. I'm not sure if I'll wallpaper my entire base in them. That might be a bit much to ask, but for that room, it's worth it. The glowstone illuminator is basically a fancy looking redstone lantern. If I look up the redstone lamp, I believe it is from vanilla. Yes, redstone lamp. And that's made with, glowstone and some redstone, and it has the exact same effect as this glowstone illuminator that I'm going to make. The only purpose of these glowstone illuminators is they look fancy, and I like fancy. So to make the glowstone illuminator, I need to put an illuminator frame into a fluid transposer full of energized glowstone, and it's going to use 1,000 millibuckets, or one full bucket. And to make the illuminator frame, it uses some silver nuggets, some hardened glass, and some redstone. So first off, I'm going to make some silver nuggets. Well, more. I already have a few of them made. And then I'm going to make one illuminator frame because I have plenty in there already. And I'm going to come over to this one. Yes, this fluid transposer. I believe this might be the only direct use of energized glowstone. I've heard rumor that it can be used for some other things, which I might try building later on just to, kind of show it off. But yeah, other than impulse item ducts, of course. Those are the cool part. Oh, and let's not forget, as long as we're making anything, we have to scan it. Yay! Whole bunch of stuff on the glowstone illuminator. Some machina, some lux, some fire, well, some ignis, some tutamen. No particularly rare aspects. Now, the illuminators, they need a redstone signal to be able to put out their light. The way I'm supplying that is just a torch underneath. Turn it on. Put the illuminator down. It won't light up immediately because you have to give it a block update before it notices, hey, I've got a redstone signal. So I just put a piece of blackstone down next to it, and that gives it the block update it needs. And now all of these are nice and active. And if I hit F7, you can see that there are no places for monsters to spawn in here. And I still have my ME covered cable coming out of the floor. If I head back into my storage room, I can show you exactly how much of my drives got filled up by the stuff that came out of there. Most of it went into the pre-formatted places. I mean, none of those even filled up. So this guy still has 0 types, still has completely empty. Yeah, there's no storage trouble yet. I have a ton of room for all kinds of stuff. My mob essence chip is starting to get close to filling up, but honestly, if that thing fills up and I just can't get any more mob essence, oh well, I have over 10,000 buckets. I am not going to care. I am going to start using that sometime very soon. Well, sometime in the next few episodes, I hope. Let's put it that way. So, where did we leave off last time? We were completing quests on the You're a Wizard Steve quest chain. But before I do that, I may as well grab this low-hanging fruit, the bookbinder. I'm going to come back over here to my crafting monitor, look up the, bookbinder. And that's just some string and some paper. I don't have enough paper. That's hilarious. There we go. So, some string and some paper, one bookbinder from the Enchiridion. I have no idea what that mod is. And I could toss, my Thaumcraft and my quest book in there. And then I can right-click you and right-click the quest log, the quest book to open it up. And look, hey, there's my quarter heart. I'm going to claim my reward. Love that little noise. I don't believe I have any other hearts anywhere. But while I'm at it, I did finish making my 100 hearty breakfasts, so I may as well turn that quest in. Right-click you, go back all the way up, all quests complete, and learning to skyblock. Again, I think that's the third time I've finished all of the quests in that one. All right, hearty breakfast, 100, manual submit. Let's take the right-hand bag. Yay. 2 more hearts gets me to 32 lives, and a epic reward bag contains 3 stacks of 64 nether redstone ore. Well, I'm done with redstone forever. So nether redstone ore, if you remember, can be pulverized for 24 or can be induction smelted to get 2 redstone ore, which could be further induction smelted to get a block of redstone each. So that'd only be 18. So I'm just going to toss it all into the pulverizer. Also, pulverizing has a small chance of producing netherrack. Smelting it has a small chance of producing rich slag, which I could use to get more. It's not really worth it. So there we go. Toss all of this into my pulverizer, and that'll give me, what's 64 times 3 times 24? Let me run that math real quick. $4,608 redstone. Yeah, 72 stacks of this stuff. I'm sitting pretty on redstone now. In fact, I might want to start storing it in block form. Okay, so also on the path of the quest log. Now that I have most important meal complete. Vinegar, 10,000. I don't think I have nearly enough for that. Screw it. Let's get to the Euro Wizard, Steve. Need to make alchemy books. And you know what? I'm not having fun with the bookbinder anymore. So, to make the alchemy blocks, I need to go to Alchemy, of all places, and Essentia distillation, which I learned last time. I need to create the alchemical furnace and the arcane workbench, as well as V filters, which can be used to make the alembics. Let's see, what else do I need exactly? I don't know if I'm ever going to have a proper use for this bookbinder. I guess if I come over here, I can take out all of my, this is how you're supposed to play books and toss them into the bookbinder. I never actually reference these things, so. But yeah, I can open up any of them. Kind of neat. It's a really cool idea, just not something I need at the moment. All right, so I need an alchemical furnace, an arcane alembic, an alchemical construct, and an alchemical centrifuge. All of those are made directly in the arcane workbench. No problem. I haven't learned the centrifuge yet. That must come off of Essentia tubes. There it is, alchemical centrifuge, which then allows me to make the automated alchemy, which is really cool. But I'll get into that when I have a need for it, which honestly I'm not entirely certain I will have a need for it. Anyway, moving on. I have my arcane workbench in my inventory, and I'm actually, of all things, going to make myself another crafting monitor, because I want access to all of my stuff when I'm over on the other side of things. I can't just straight craft a crafting monitor, so I'm going to have to look up the NEI, the recipe in NEI. And do I have all the stuff? I do have all the stuff. Fantastic. Take this with me over here. Set it down on top of my little covered cable. It logs in, and oh, crafting monitor was so the wrong thing. I meant crafting, what's the word? I know the word. Terminal. Yes, crafting terminal. Wow. Well, there you go. There's my derp of the day. It's not the first and it won't be the last. So, crafting terminal. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I'm going to need an access terminal for that. And to make the access terminal, I'm going to need the conversion matrix. I don't know why I have... Wait, wow. Really? Okay, so let's see if I have conversion matrix. I do. So I can tell it to craft one of those, and it will. I need a crafting table. Did I have one of those? No, I did not. But that one's simple enough. It's supposed to be simple enough. It's going to be one of those episodes, folks, where it looks like I have no idea what I'm doing, and that's probably not entirely inaccurate. All right, make me... Oh, I also need to tell it to make me a storage cell. There. And now I can look at my crafting monitor and see that it's going to be working on the redstone furnace for a little bit because it needs to smelt a whole bunch of plastic and rubber and silicon to make the processors to make the items. Yeah. So, bit of a pain, but not the end of the world. There we go. Access terminal. Crafting terminal is just going to wait on this to complete, which it's going to take another 14 or 15 furnace actions. Yeah, that'll be just a little while. So we'll let that process, come back over here and set down my arcane workbench, which I'm going to be using my Thaumium embossed silverwood wand in. We can put the workbench, you know what? I like this as the crafting corner for the lower tier stuff. So I'm going to stick the workbench right there, which will be right next to my crafting monitor. And over here just a little bit, I'm going to clear out just a little bit. Maybe I don't have that on, you know, activated while I'm doing that. That'd be good. I need more white stone. So I'm going to put a little pool of water in those 3 spaces that I just cleared out. Okay. Still not done. Nope, almost. Final step. Huzzah. Okay, crafting terminal. And, oh, what was I looking for again? White stone, which I have a little bit left. Use the smooth stuff, because it's just going to be hidden away anyway. And now I'll never need to run back again. I can access all of my stuff from this spot right here using my crafting terminal, and I'll be able to craft. You know what? I want to rotate that because I like the look of it a little bit better the other way. I think I accidentally stored my wrench. I did. Look at that. Give me that. Crafting terminal right there. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, so I've got my white stone. Gonna put you back into place. Get rid of you. Grab my buckets and some water. Make myself an infinite water source right here. And the purpose for that is so that I can put a Crucible right here. And the Crucible is going to be a new block that you haven't seen yet. It's one of the primary means of Thaumcraft crafting. And to make it, I need to use a cauldron. And that cauldron is made with, oh, you know what? How about the recipe, not the uses? Is made with 7 iron ingots. So grab myself 64 cauldrons because I'm terrible at this game. Well, that ate into the iron a little bit. I don't need 64 barrels. I guess I'm going to need to reclaim all of that in the smeltery eventually. Oh boy. Yep, one of them episodes. Looks like I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm going to put some lava down there, and I'm going to set down a cauldron on top of it, using another cauldron as a backing, because why the heck not? I have 64 of them. I'm going to right-click this cauldron with any wand, and poof, it is now a Thaumcraft Crucible. Really cool sound effects. Now to use the Crucible, I just need to put some water in there, and give it a little bit of time, and it should start boiling any moment now. There we go. And now I have it nice and boiling. I'm going to show you why I wanted the Crucible in particular. I want to make some nitor. Nitor is made by putting 3 ignis, 3 lux, and 3 potentia into the Crucible, and then tossing in glowstone dust. Now, to get that ignis, lux, and potentia, I need to toss other items into the Crucible and let them get melted down into their aspects. That, when they're melted down in the Crucible like that, the aspects are referred to as essentia. And let's see. So I want ignis, potentia, and lux. Lux, I can get 1 per torch. So if I use 3 torches, I'm all set. Potentia comes 2 per bit of coal, where ignis also comes 2 per piece of coal. So if I grab some coal, I'm going to use 3 pieces of coal to get 6 ignis and 6 potentia. And then I'm going to use, how about like that, 6 torches to get 6 lux. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of glowstone. Oh, One other thing, in the ME terminal, you can do the hold shift and look at things idea to see what you have scanned and what you have not. It makes things go a lot faster when you're trying to just, oh, I want to scan everything. Well, I'm going to just hold shift and grab one of everything that I haven't. Okay, so where was I? I was grabbing 2 glowstone. So wearing the goggles helps a lot with using the Crucible, because when I toss my torches in there, I can see that it has 6 lux now. And when I toss in my coal, I can see it's now 6 of each. Now I toss in my glowstone, uses 3, produces nitor. Now I wanted nitor, I have no idea how to pronounce these things, for 2 reasons. One, I can get rid of this lava block from underneath the Crucible, because lava is dangerous just to have lying around, and I can replace it with a bit of nitor, which I swear I must be pronouncing that wrong. And the Crucible remains a Crucible when you pick it up, so don't forget to scan things. A couple of items have different aspects when you're in either item form or block form, which is why I wanted to scan it in item form, then look at it in block form. There we go. Haven't scanned the black stone yet. There we go. Or the white stone bricks. Yay. Haven't scanned water. Yeah, you could be at this for a while. And then scan the nitor because it has the, lux and potentia. The other great thing that nitor can be used for is as a torch replacement. I think it looks a little bit cooler than the torches, and I think it also has about the same, effect on CPU and such because particles. But like if I have it just floating there, that is freaking fantastic. I just love the look of all of the Thaumcraft items. Now that's actually looking like it's using a lot more particles than your average torch, so you want to be careful with that if you have issues with frame rate lag. My issue has been almost entirely CPU lag for figuring out the smooth lighting. Okay, so to make the Essentia distillation things I need a bunch of arcane stone blocks, a crucible, and a furnace. Now the arcane stone blocks, I can just click there for the research. It's a bunch of stone, smooth stone, around any shard with a little bit of V from a wand. And they can also be used to make arcane stone bricks, which I'll be using sometime soon. So let me grab those items. Need myself some smooth stone. I've got wands. Need myself a furnace, which I have one right there. Good, I can get rid of the last furnace. And I need to put down another one of my 64 crucibles. I'm not bitter, folks. So, first. Let's do everything in order. I need to get my wand in there. And I need to put some stones around the edges. And I'm going to need shards, which I don't think I have shards in this system. I think I have them sitting in a chest nearby. I sure do. Running. Either this episode or next, I'm going to make a thing where I don't have to do as much running anymore. And it will be glorious. Or at least it'll let me run faster. That's what I mean. Okay, so put an earth shard in there because I have more of those than anything and they're really easy to get. And I get 9 arcane stone blocks. And then 7 of those arcane stone blocks with a furnace and a crucible gets me my alchemical furnace at the cost of, normally it would be, I believe, 100%, 5 of each of Ignis and Aqua. So open up my book, submit that. That's step 1. Now I'm going to make some alembics, an alchemical construct, and an alchemical centrifuge. Be right back when I get all of the items together for that. I am back, folks. I forgot about a serious issue. To make those V filters, of which I need at least 3 to be able to complete this quest, I need silverwood. And to get silverwood, normally you're supposed to go find it in the world. In this pack, I need to come over down here to Sky Alchemy. Oh, hey, look, there's a sky filter. Less than magical filtering. Let's buy that. And the sky filter just requires a bunch of silk mesh and some gold ingots. Silk mesh, if you remember, is made with string. So I can make that pretty easily. Let's see what else the Sky Alchemy has for us. Thaumium hammers. Yep, that's not unexpected. Sky matrix. That's going to be for infusion crafting. So, greatwood logs requires 10 granum. I do not have that much granum. I should go grab my research table and bring it into my Thaumcraft area anyway. I wonder if this actually responds properly to... Yes, it does. Good. So the Java barrels do not work with this axe. It's actually a bit of a pain. There's no good way to move them that I've been able to find so far. Alright, so I'm going to set up the research table again over here. There we go. And I'm going to make myself more granum, which if I scroll over, I can see is made with life and order. And I need 6 more. Okay. Order and life. And there we go. Great wood to make from something. Right, this is just telling me about the shards. Sky, Alchemy, Transmutation, Great Wood. I need a bunch of witch water. I need shimmer leaf. I need cinder pearl. I need a jungle sapling. And I need to make 64 of each infusion. That's fantastic. 64 of each aspect and 128 arbor. Yeah, this is going to be fun, fun, fun. Oh, that's good stuff. I'll go over exactly what these recipes mean. This is the infusion crafting that I unlocked last episode. Yeah, good stuff. This is going to be a little on the crazy side. So, Sky Matrix allows me to make a runic matrix directly using only 10 of each. Neat. And I believe that that is a much cheaper and easier way of creating it than normal. Yeah. It uses 40 ordo. Unfortunately, to activate it, let's see. Oh, no, activating it isn't much of an issue at all. I just need 25 of each. So yes, if you need to set up infusion crafting, the Sky Alchemy tab is your place to be, as you can create the Sky Matrix. It uses a lot more resources, but it uses a lot less V, and it uses 10 of each instead of 40 of one. And if you notice, your iron-capped wooden wand that you start with can only hold 25 on its own. You might be able to make a golden-capped wooden wand if you want to save some shards, but, I mean, it's a skyblock. This is about grinding, right? So, go grind more. I need tenebrae to make that, so let me go make some of it, because I want to know about those totems. They are somewhat useful in the original. Vacuous. I have tons of that. There we go. Learn about these. I can craft 2 obsidian totems using 2 ink sacks, an ender pearl, and 2 obsidian tiles. Fantastic. Yes, this is mostly for decorations, but it's just kind of neat that they included a way to get all of the world gen items. Shimmerleaf and Cinder Pearl are also world gen items that I apparently can create using Sky Alchemy. I'm not certain why I would want to make either Silverleaf or Cinder Pearls, but that's beside the point. So let's make some silk meshes. I'm going to need 21. And I'm going to need some gold, which I have plenty of. Almost 2,000 golden ingots. There we go. And then 4 each of Ordo and Aqua to make 3 V filters. Now, to use those V filters, I'm going to need to grab some more materials, which I'll do off screen, but I'm going to show you what they are now. I need to make an arcane alembic, which requires iron, gold, bucket. I need to make an alchemical construct so that I can create a alchemical centrifuge, and I'm actually going to need to make another alchemical construct. So I need to go make 2 more of those V filters. I do need great wood. That's interesting. Well, that changes everything, folks. I need to take a completely different bent, and I need to get going on Sky Alchemy and start some serious levels of infusion crafting. So, let me be right back, because I'm going to collect everything that I need to set up an Infusion Altar right over here. Alright, I am ready to do a really quick run through on how to get started on infusion crafting. So, couple of things to know about infusion crafting before we begin. One, it is not safe. It is very dangerous and potentially causes a bunch of instability and dangerous effects from it, which it'll tell you a whole bunch about that in here. To prevent that, you want to put down items in a symmetrical pattern to get the most out of it. You need those items to be within 12 spaces on the X or Z axis of your runic matrix, and you want them to be within 5 below or 10 above on the Y axis. To do so, I've dug down one space. All of the potential items that you can use have the same effect, and those potential items are airy blocks such as nitor or nodes, skulls, candles, skulls like wither skeleton skulls and the zombie heads and that sort of thing. Candles, they're something that you can research. They're available in Alchemy somewhere right there off of Magic Tallow. And finally, you can use crystals. That's it. The crystal clusters that you can craft. So this is going to be the center of the area, and directly above this is where the runic matrix is going to be, and I have 48 of these nitor. There is no cap on how many you can use, but I've never needed more than this. I honestly, I just use other methods of mitigating the potential nastiness of instability, and I'll show you how to go about doing all that as time goes on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal this back up with some smooth blackstone, which I don't have enough on me, of course. So I'm going to grab some out of my crafting terminal, and then I'm just going to close this back up. And I do want to put some sort of note that this is the center. And to do so, I'm just going to, manually fill in here. There we go. And that gives me an area that is ready for me to create some infusion crafting. Bam. Now, if I take a look at the infusion crafting recipe in Artifice, it tells me that I need that runic matrix, and I need to make myself some arcane pedestals and some arcane stone bricks. And I need to construct them in this pattern. It's a 3-layer thing. And it even gives an example of, everything once it's set up. And they use 7 spaces, which is as many as I'm going to be using as well. So to make the pedestal, I need to use a bunch of these arcane stone blocks in that shape right there. And I'm going to need one of them for the center and a bunch more. But before I go about doing that, I'm going to worry about the runic matrix, which the Sky Alchemy allows me to make with mixed crystal clusters. Mixed crystal clusters are made from 6 of the crystals. I'm also going to need an ender pearl and 4 of these arcane stone bricks. So let me grab the ender pearl. So I'm going to need 4 of these. And they can be made with any shards. I spent a lot of time just farming up more shards off camera so that I'd be ready to do this. And now I have quite a few of a number of them. The fire shards, those were the hairy part because I had to get myself a bunch of netherrack to do so. And I grabbed my netherrack by turning a bunch of that glowstone that I'd been using into netherrack by putting lava into a stone barrel. You remember how it works. I guess I could have gone back to the nether to get that, but no. Just no. Not going to happen. So there we go. There's my runic matrix. Poof. And now I'm going to make my pedestals. I believe that I need 8 extras, so I'm going to make 10 total. And that should allow me to create everything. And I'm going to need at least 4 of these arcane stone bricks. There we go. So I come over here. That's the center. And I'm going to put an arcane stone block down there, just, because it looks neat. I like the textures in this mod too. Use the pedestal, use the runic matrix. All right, so the pedestal goes there. The bricks go around it like this. And then I build up one more space with blocks. Let me double check everything, make sure I'm building it right. And now I need the runic matrix above this layer. So I'm actually going to put you right there. I'm going to set the runic matrix there. And I'm going to crush you with my pickaxe to get you out of the way. Now, I need, I believe it's 25 of each aspect, which I have in my Thaumium embossed wand, and I could easily do with my iron-capped wooden wand, because I built all of those pathways to be able to get those things from downstairs. So, here we go. Boom. And the runic matrix begins to spin. That just looks so cool. So now this is a fairly stable Infusion Altar because it's got the 48 nitor helping provide extra stability. To give it 8, what do you call it? 8 arcane pedestals for the 8 ingredients that any particular recipe might need, I'm just going to be putting them right like this. Because the way the Infusion Altar checks for stability is with reflective symmetry, which means if there is another arcane pedestal on the exact opposite side of it when reflected both over the X and over the Z axis from there to there, then it'll be okay. Now let me show you how to use the Infusion in craft. Well, actually, let me check the time that we have so far. Oh, yep, looks like we're about hitting the wrapping up point for the day. So that gets us our Infusion Altar built. Next time, I'll go over how to use these Essentia distillation items, the arcane alchemical furnace and the arcane alembics and the, well, not the alchemical construct because I can't make those yet, but the arcane alembics and the alchemical furnace to create the essentia that I'm going to need to make myself a greatwood tree. Because if you remember, if I go down here and I check out that greatwood again, I need 128 arbor and 64 of every single primal. So it's going to be a little bit tough, and I've got the witch water. I'm also going to need to make cinder pearls and shimmerleaf, which I think I have some of those from an earlier quest reward. Let me double check those real quick. Yep, 16 cinder pearl, 16 shimmerleaf, fantastic. Now the great thing is, greatwoods grow big, and you only need 1 sapling to grow a big greatwood tree. So I'll only need to do this recipe once. However, it is an instability dangerous. It's going to be a fun time. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you are, like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Helps me out a lot. More than half of my views and a lot of my new subscribers are coming from you people helping me promote the channel in that manner. Next time, more Thaumcraft, plenty of alchemy yet to happen. Really looking forward to digging into this. This is a whole different progression path that I'm used to out of Thaumcraft, and it's a lot of fun. And once I have the Thaumcraft portions of this quest done, I'm going to start in on the blood magic side of things, and I have an idea that's going to let me skip straight through a whole bunch of blood magic grinding, and it's just going to be phenomenal good times. So, see you next time.